Today on Japanese in 5, where we take 5 minutes out of your important day, we take you away from shopping on Amazon, where you know you were just spending a lot of time looking for something to buy, but you don't really need anything. Stop it. Today on Japanese in 5, excuse my phlegm in my throat. I did have a cold, and I want to address the comments in the last video. I have not been partying hard. Just had a cold, and my throat is still coming back to health. Today on and sorry, one more thing. I know we only have 5 minutes. The first 5 minutes are free. The rest are bonus. I want to point out that there was a typo in the last video. I had written mano naku, which makes no sense. It should have been mamo naku to mean brief or momentarily or shortly. And you can look at the keyboard and you'll see that the M and the N are very close. But the saddest part about that typo is that I had actually made that video 3 times and still missed it. Mamonaku shuten Tokyo or something like that.
まもなく電車が参ります。黄色い線の内側でお待ちください。まもなく。
まもなく終点東京. No one's perfect, including myself. Today, on Japanese in 5, we address kedo. Kedo means but, and we learn that it means but, so therefore, when we hear it in a Japanese sentence, we always want to make it but if you do that, it can be a little bit confusing because sometimes it does not mean but. Let's go ahead and look at the times when it does mean but. Let's look at the patterns that we use. All right, first we have A, kedo, B. This is very good for verbs and E adjectives. Very important to note the distinction of E adjectives here. Not adjectives have a different rule. Verbs and E adjectives. Verb in any form can be followed with just kedo. Let's go ahead and do an E adjective. Samui kedo atsui. It's cold, but it's hot. Samui kedo atsui desu. Okay, which doesn't really make sense, but it shows a contrast. Your expectation is that even though, why? It's cold, but it's hot. It shows a contrast. All right. Iku kedo. I'm going to go, but nagaku irerarenai. I can't be there for a long time. Okay, that's a little bit of a complicated secondary B sentence there. But iku kedo sugu kaeru. I'm going, but I'm going to return home right away. The expectation is that because you're going, you might be there for a long time, but you take that away with your kedo in your B statement. So iku kedo, notice that there is just the verb directly in front of the kedo. You typically want to make the verbs into their informal, plain forms. Okay, you're not going to say ikimasu kedo. All right. Now, with nouns and na adjectives, you must have a da. You cannot do it without the da. Okay? So, for example, with a na adjective, shizuka, meaning quiet. It's quiet, but something. Shizuka dakedo toi desu. It's far away. Maybe it's a library that you want to go visit to do some work, and people suggested that you go, and you say, well, it is quiet, but it's far. You're showing some sort of contrast, right? All right, now with nouns, you could say, this is a dumb one, but you could say, inu dakedo neko ni miemasu. It's a dog, but it looks like a cat. Inu dakedo neko ni miemasu. You must have the da on na adjectives and nouns. If you want to make a very short rule, it's always just kedo except when you have nouns and na adjectives. Now, I know we're running out of time. I didn't actually pay attention to what time it was, so let's get to some sentences. 今日は月曜日だけど学校がないです. Now, you can probably understand what this means. It's Monday, but 学校がないです. There is no school. There's an expectation that there is school because it's Monday, but, I mean, just like English. You know, but in English is the same in Japanese. You say but when you're trying to show a different outcome that is expected, okay? All right? 彼女は綺麗だけど, now 綺麗, even though ending in an E, is a na adjective. Typically, if your adjective has 2 kanji in it, doesn't matter what it ends with, it's going to be a na adjective, not an E adjective, okay? I like to give kirei as an example because it messes with people's expectations, because when you say E adjective, you assume it must end in an E, but na adjectives do also end in E sometimes. 彼女は綺麗だけど, she is pretty, but 口がちょっと臭いです. Her mouth is a little bit smelly. Now, I realize that this sentence is a little bit disgusting, but I like making sentences like this because it sticks in your head, doesn't it? 彼女は綺麗だけど, the expectation would be, she's pretty, Why would she have a bad smelling mouth? That would just ruin the entire everything you expect about that girl. 口がちょっと臭いです. Her mouth is a bit smelly. All right, let's keep going. あなたは賢いけど一般常識がないです. I like this one. You could say this to a friend, please. I recommend you say it to somebody on Hello Talk right away and see how quick they block you. あなたは賢いけど you are clever or smart, but 一般常識がないです. You have no common sense. 一般常識, literally general common knowledge. 一般常識, no common sense. がないです. This is a problem with me. ジムに週3回通っているけど notice that the 通っています meaning going to and from. Okay, going to and from is what 通 means. It's in its ています form, but even that has been brought down to its informal ているけどまだ太っています but I am still fat. Okay, ジムに週3回通っているけどまだ太っています I am going to the gym 3 times a week even though I am but I am still fat. Okay, so and I keep making the mistake of saying even though, and it's not even though, it's but. I'm going to the gym 3 times a week, but I am fat. I'm sorry, I'm wasting so much time here. All right, now, here we go. Here we go. This is where we're going to demonstrate kedo can mean but in one sentence, but not but in the other sentence. In other words, sometimes when you translate a Japanese sentence, you need to remove things from it to make the English sound natural. And sometimes you need to add things. This is what I call Japanese smelling English is bad. So you sometimes remove words to make the English not smell Japanese. The other way around too. You don't want to have English smelling Japanese. It needs to be pure, okay? And one way to do that is to remove a word that exists in the Japanese because it doesn't need to be said in the English. We're getting ready to show you that. Okay. 友達が日本から来てるけど遊ぶ時間がないです。友達が日本から来てるけど my friend is here from Japan, okay, is coming literally from Japan, but literally they're from Japan and they're here. 来てる. But 遊ぶ時間がないです. But we don't have any time to hang out. 遊ぶ doesn't mean play, but it also means hang out. Now, let's take this sentence. We'll keep the first part and we'll change the second part and we'll notice that kedo no longer means but. 友達が日本から来てるけど一緒に遊ばない? Now I'm talking to my friend and I'm using a suggestion. I'm asking them something. Hey, my friend's here from Japan. Do you want to hang out together? Notice that if you have but there, it makes no sense. 友達が日本から来てるけど my friend's here from Japan, but do you want to hang out? Doesn't make any sense. So if you want to make an English sentence that doesn't smell Japanese, you'll remove kedo from the entire thinking in English. When you have kedo like this, all kedo is doing, everything before the kedo here is just background information. Background information. Okay? 友達は日本から来てるけど is not even important. It's just background information when you're asking the question to your friend, 一緒に遊ばない? Do you want to hang out together? And it's implied, obviously, do you want to hang out with me and my friend from Japan? Let's look at another example. 今向かってるけど間に合わないと思う. I'm on the way, but I don't think I'm going to make it in time. We learned 間に合う in the last video. Hopefully you remembered it. 今向かってるけど間に合わないと思う. I'm on the way, but I don't think I'm going to make it. Now we're gonna have 今向かってるけど the exact same thing, and we're gonna ask a question which will negate it being a but. 今向かってるけどどこで降りますか? I'm on the way, but where do I get off? But would make sense in English. But where do I get off doesn't make sense. So you would say 今向かってるけどどこで降りますか? I'm on my way. Where do I get off? I'm on the way. Where do I get off? Okay, I feel like the but could work in English, but it's weird. You don't need the but there. In English, this is just providing, in Japanese, I mean, this is just providing background information. Where do I get off is really the main question. And you're letting them know before you ask them, hey, I'm on the way, right? I'm on the way. All right. じゃあ行きましょう。はい。これは寿司だけど、あまり高くないです. This is sushi. Notice that because we have a noun, it is now だけど. It's not so expensive. It's not that expensive. Here, it is definitely a but. This is sushi, but it's not that expensive. That's because, excuse me, we have an expectation that sushi could be expensive. Let's take the first part and just change the second part. これは寿司だけど、彼は食べられるのかな? In this scenario, I imagine we are in a Japanese restaurant I'm Japanese and I have my Japanese friend, also 2 Japanese people, and they have a foreigner that doesn't really speak Japanese, and it's his first time to Japan, and they've taken him out to eat, and they say, this is sushi. I wonder if he can eat it. It wouldn't make sense that this would be a but. This is sushi. I wonder if he can eat it. We're just giving background information, and the background information is that this is sushi, right? 彼は食べられるのかな? Could have been the only thing said, and it wouldn't have changed the outcome. Okay. But if I just said, Ammari takakunai desu in that top sentence, it kind of loses fidelity. You don't know what you're trying to say there. It's because it's sushi. It's sushi and it's not that expensive. That is all I got today, I think. I apologize for going over time, but remember, when people say 5 minutes, they normally don't mean 5 minutes. That's exactly what's happening here. You say 5 minutes. Hey, yeah, be there in 5. That's like 10 minutes sometimes. That's what happens in these videos. Thanks for watching. Get your copy of Japanese from Zero books 1, 2, 3, or 4, or even Kanji from Zero up on Amazon. Or if you live in a very strange country that doesn't have Amazon, you can go to Book Depository. Other than that, I don't know how to help you. Someone in the comments can help you if you live in a very, very strange country that doesn't even have access to Book Depository. See you all next on Japanese in 5. Bye-bye. Oh, hey. Oh, I'm not sure why you're still here, but you could check out a video over here. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. I'm trying to get 2 million users. That would be really nice. 100万, 100万, 100万. Watch this video. Bye.